camera. All right, and we are now finally live again for another diorama stream. It's been a while. I think the last one we did was in the summer. We did the shockwave, or was it September? I can't remember, but gotta get my knife here. Just gotta still kind of setting things up. So today we're going to be working on Lookout Mountain. This is obviously from the scene in the '86 movie where Hot Rod is driving in and going to Lookout Mountain. That's where kind of like the main sort of battle sort of starts for the Autobot City battle. And so we're obviously going to start. Obviously got what's this thing here? All right. So we obviously got this little. Not too sure. I'm trying to make sure the camera can pick it up, but yeah. Yeah, there we go. So we got this rock area, and this is obviously where Springer's going to sit. And I've just made this little platform here. I didn't show this on social media just yet, but this is where RC is going to go, or Cup if I decide to put him there, or Blur or something like that. But it should fit RC perfectly fine here. I think that's probably who's going to go here, anyways. So yeah, and we obviously got some rock pieces on the side that need to be painted, but we're going to do that separately. Because it's a lot easier that way. And I actually ended up tearing this out by accident. So we're gonna kind of leave this, let the glue on this, because I just re-glued it back together. So I'm just gonna give that a minute. And so we're just gonna work on this side for now, and maybe some of this stuff. So today we got some bunch of grays here to use. Now I should have gotten a second one of at least the granite gray, because I need because I kind of want to do it all in the same kind of color, or coat it all in the same sort of color scheme, but I'm not too sure I'm going to be able to do that now because I don't think I have enough for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use granite gray for the base, and then I'll use like one of the darker grays here for some of the rocks, and I think that should be fine. And it might actually kind of help make it stand out a bit more, like some of the actual like rock elements like stand out a bit better and stuff like that. But we'll see. There's always lots of techniques you can try to fix things up. And obviously I got some sponge sticks that we're going to be using. Got some small ones. These ones are kind of beat up, but whatever. They'll do the job. And I'm just getting these smaller ones just to get like in the little nooks and crannies here, like a little. Here, I'm not too sure. Here, I need to get the camera positioned a bit better. Hold on. I'll get my paint. And obviously you got my mug. And this is obviously my Talk Nerdy to Us mug, which artwork was done by me. And you can find that on Mara's, Jade Fire's, what's it called? Teespring. And so, yeah, if you want that, you just go there and give them some books. So, yeah, so we're going to start off just by laying in a base coat. And then we're going to let that dry. And then we'll go and work on the rocks. And I have actually a sign I'm working on, so I'll be doing that as well. And obviously we got our mute YouTube end. There we go. All right, now we get started. All right, so we're just gonna go in with the big sponge stick, and we're gonna kind of just like get all the paint going. I actually kind of want to just like go through this with just a very quick sanding job here, some stuff that's loose. Just iron it out a bit, Just getting some of the loose sort of foam bits off, and then we can kind of get started here. We'll send this other side in a minute. So we'll make sure it's nice and smooth. Going into the shell. All right. So let's get started. So just to make sure we're at a good angle here. Ooh, and RC is winning the poll I just put up. Just a quick poll I just came up with. 86 movie cast. So, but yeah, let's get started. Yeah, I'm going to take my sweater off real quick just because it's constricting me. Here, let's move camera so you get a better angle. There we go. All right. I gotta take the peel off of this thing. All right. So since this is gonna be all for all of it, everything's gonna be in gray. I'm just gonna put it everywhere, stick it everywhere. Hopefully, I have enough for the other stuff I want to do with this. So because the ideal way to do this is to have all of it, like the rocks and stuff like that. I'll show them off later in a minute. Yep. But because there's gonna be like a big rock right here, gonna be a rock here where hot rod's gonna go. Because, however, with that, I'm not actually gonna be gluing that into place just yet, because I'm not really fully decided on what I want to do with hot rod. If I want to do like a Rodimus instead of a hot rod there. Now, granted, I don't have either of those figures right now, so that's why I'm kind of like keeping it, sort of open for business, so to speak. But obviously, this is where Ultra Magnus is going to go. So can't really do a whole lot of detail work here. I just have like one rock in the corner here, and that's about it. And then because he's a big boy, he's a space, and I like to pose my figures as well. So that's why I have a little bit extra bigger base there for Springer. Which is sad because I don't have it. I still need to get the other movie bots. I still need to get Cop. You get the depending on whether I want to get the Fans Toys or the X-Trans bots. Because I heard some bad things about the X-Trans bots, like how it like kind of breaks sometimes. So, but I mean, it looks really good. So I mean, I'm like, although I heard they might have fixed it, I'm not too sure though on that. Hi, Mads. How's it going? Sorry, it's hard for me to keep track of the chat at a really weird angle here. But how's my mama bear doing? How are you doing? All right. All right. So trying to stay away from the rock areas here because I'm waiting for glue to dry. So we're just going to work on this area. Let's get all the areas there. Obviously, this diorama is actually inspired by a YouTuber named Bobby Skullface. He does a lot of like reviews, lots of discussion videos on Transformers. So that's where I kind of got the idea for this display, and it's very reminiscent. Like he has kind of the same sort of pattern here. Mine's a little bit different because I want a bit more space for Springer to kind of move around. So, although I'm kind of like not to this corner here, just sure if you can see it, but I think you'll see in a minute, but. It looks a little off, like right here. Yeah. So I might actually put like a little rock piece there later on, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but it won't be a really noticeable thing, really, when you have big ass robots in the background there. Get the sides here. I'm trying to use as much of the paint as I squirted out earlier, so to speak. But the main difference between my my diorama, the Lookout Mountain, between mine and Bobby Skullface, is that mine's actually going to have Autobot City in the background. So it's going to have like, I'm thinking like right around here. Like if you were to imagine like the wall sort of there, that's where it's going to end up going in the background. Just so it's visible, it'll be like right between like where Ultra Magnus and Hot Rod are. And then right behind Hot Rod is where you'll see the mountain for Lookout Mountain and whatnot. Cleaning and while listening. Oh yeah. All right. I guess I'll just leave the side. Or yeah, we'll leave that for last. We'll just do that afterwards. Or I might just do it now. Just kind of dry brushing that. I don't really like the camera angle on this thing. Still need to work on that. I'm actually really liking this color. It's really good. Might be getting more at some point for other dioramas. Now, the idea here for this diorama in particular is that I'm kind of thinking that well, there's gonna be like a big rock right here. So, like, if you can imagine like a rock here, it's kind of meant to be like a little street, sort of leading up to like what would eventually be Lookout Mountain, because it's like kind of like one of those roads you'd see in like a mountain area. So it's not gonna have like your traditional like mile markers or stuff like that. It's just kind of like, because it's very much a quarantined area, honestly, and it's kind of how it's kind of been portrayed in the show, is like, because no humans really go there unless they're like part of the human Autobot cast or something. But it's not safe if there's robots running around. And in the movie, they actually have like a little sign that the Autobots made, which basically says like, no trespassing or whatever. Or what does it say? Hold on, I actually have a picture pulled up, because I might work on that today if I can. Yeah, it says stop, and this area is off limits, so no humans allowed. I gotta pull that up again. There we go. Yeah, I actually need to get cleaning too. This area, my room, it's all messy. All messy, but I have some days off this week, or not this week, but next week. So I'm probably gonna spend it all just cleaning up. And I'm moving some stuff out. There's like kind of a big ass like bin right next to me that's kind of falling apart. So I might just use that for like my shipping supplies for my commissions and stuff like that. Just put outside my room here. Just go from there. That way I can free up some space in the corner there. All right. Let's see if this will. This thing kind of sucks. It's all fucked up. Look at it. It's brand new too, so must have grabbed the bad one. I mean, it was only $6 for the whole thing, so probably, but whatever. I got some small brushes for the cheap in that pack I bought yesterday. So just try this corner here, and then we can move on to. And we gotta just fill in like the areas here a bit more. All right. So that should do it for that side. There we go. There it is. See how much we can squeeze out of this thing, so to speak. This feels like it's going to fall off. Gotta be careful. Luckily, I bought more sponge sticks, so it should be good. There's no worry about the big areas then. Dab it in. All right, put this guy off to the side, and yeah, and then my desk. Ooh, drop some shit. It's all good. we'll start at this end, and then yeah. Actually, let's see how much we can get off. Ooh, actually, kind of think this needs to be cut off real quick. Hold on. So it might make it look a little awkward in the shelf. So I'll do a few here. I just noticed this, so. There we go. And we don't have to really worry about painting that area because it's not really seen. All right. And we'll get a little bit extra here. And let's start here. Just to make sure, yeah, you can see fine. All right, my thing's dried. All right, that should. And maybe a smaller brush for some of these spaces. Or nope. This area might be smaller. Just gotta squeeze it in there, so to speak. I should probably just put this in the water here for now. Ooh, nope, never mind. It's just going to float to the top. Don't need that. Just going to get that corner there because it gets shown in the display. There we go. All right, let's turn this guy around real quick. Oop. There's some of these guys in the corner because no one is touching that area yet. There we go. All right. Ooh, there's some stuff falling out. Just some paper towels out the side here. All right. So I might need to grab a brush real quick. Or no, just no. Just focus on big stuff first. I think I'm gonna hit this with a brush, though. I think most of this I'm gonna try and hit it with a brush. All right, nice. Not doing it. there for now. A little bit more. Should put my in the paint. Just grab from this corner. It's easy to fix if I make a mistake there. That one's a little bit loose. I have to fix that later with some glue. Yeah. Not running out of paint. That'd be really bad. It's brand new too, so it's kind of annoying. Alright, some of this stuff I'll probably just hit with a smaller brush. Okay, this should be. All right, now just clean this all up. Skip the just grab. Grab from a place that's easy to fix. There we go. Look at this side here, front side here. Now what we can do is going to grab some of my smaller brushes I got yesterday. We're filling them holes up, so to speak. So that should be good. And I got a little bit smaller one. That one should be good. Nice and long too, so. Alright, and that should be good enough. I don't want to use too many. Waste them all. And we'll just like, because I don't want to waste a paper cup or plate. So I use that to kind of mix my stuff. So I'm just going to kind of just use this. It's got to be a little bit sparing. I'm probably not going to use this. I think what I'm going to do, instead of a second coating, I'm just going to use a different shade of gray. And that way, and then I think that should yield good results, because hopefully this will be able to, cover all my little rocks I have planned to build or paint. But at least it'll be a nice transition, whole thing, colors, so to speak. For I don't know how else to explain it, but let's get that. Trying to get everything that's going to be visible to the naked eye, so to speak. Because we want my display to look presentable. Kind of need a slightly bigger one. Or now let's do that with a big brush. Just worrying about the smaller crevices, so to speak. There we go. Just gotta dig in there. Just let me tilt the camera, or just so you can see a little bit better. Hopefully, yeah, it's a little better. Or I don't know. I think it might be better actually just to do a separate color for the rocks. Actually, now that I think about it, just so at least I can have this like whole section here like consistent. That'd be a better option. A little spot here. Just try and get the gas as much as possible here. Probably should have painted this before adding these guys on, but whatever. Not like you're going to see it anyways. So just dump that motherfucker in. Actually, that's coming out. Hold on. Give me a pick. There we go. What's going on with this? Hold on. There. This paint's kind of drying pretty fast, actually. I got a lot done today. It's like last time when I started my diorama, I had to wait. I streamed, like, because I was doing all the basing, and then it took for hours and hours for it all to dry. So I just like decided to just take a little stream break and then picked it back up later. It's kind of how I had to work. Because it's like nothing else for me to do at that point. Just waiting, just talking. All right. Just making sure you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard without the light. I need to. No, I don't want to pull it over right now. It's kind of all messed up right there. At the moment, it's all good. I'll just pull my phone later just to see any gaps that I missed. And I'll try to dump as much in here. Yeah, I'll grab my sponge. So I don't want to dump my thing out. What to do? Choose there. Okay. I'll still have a little bit out on here. I'm going to just use that. Here. I'll just do this. Just a little bit. Really should have sent this off, but whatever. Or better anyways. I sanded it a little bit, but not. It's kind of hard to sand something when it's like two half inches stuck together. It's kind of hard to really get in there, sand it off. Especially this kind of foam. It's probably better with other types of foam, but I'm not using any of that because I'm cheapo. I'm on a budget. All right, now we can get in there. Actually, you know what? I don't have to worry about this too much, actually, because I remember I totally forgot there's supposed to be a rock here. Fucking, god damn it. All right, whatever. I don't have to do too much for that, because I just realized, I totally forgot. There's gonna be like a whole like section here and here. But I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because you need to kind of have, because there's gonna be a little gap here, but I'm just got a little bit too much in there. All right, it's all good. You'll see in a minute. There's gonna be like a big like rock. Actually, that should probably be the same color as this as well. Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep those two sections in the same color as this, and then we'll kind of have the other rock elements in a different shade. That's how we're gonna do this. It's gonna be. Or you know what? I'll put this on the side because I'm pretty much done with it already. So I kind of want to save the paint as much as possible. So I don't have the same. Because I only have one of the same color, and it's not really enough for everything. So I'm just gonna put this on the side, and then if I don't have enough of this, I'll just have to use another shade of gray just to fill in the gaps, which won't be a big deal anyways. It's not that integral at the moment. Just put you off to the side. There. So these big parts, which I have planned to have not this guy. This guy's for someone else. So basically the way it's going to work is it's going to sit right next to the one with Springer on it. I have this little platform made where it's not really stable right now because I need to glue it in at some point. But this is where Hot Rod's going to go. He's going to kind of be like kneeling up or whatever. So that's the general idea for that. So we're just going to work on these two. So I want to make sure I get all the. So the reason why I'm doing this because I want to make sure all the gray it's going to be right on top of it. So I need to make sure it sort of lines up properly. Start with this guy. All right. Well, I think that should be enough. I might not. Yeah, I'm trying to do this now because I want to make sure I have enough for this, and then. But I should have enough left over to kind of fill in the cracks on the main base. I'll just get the sides in case. This one in particular, I'm gonna have I'm still kind of contemplating which position to put it in and stuff like that. That's why I'm not really actually gonna be gluing these ones into the actual base just yet. I'm gonna wait until I actually get the hot rod, which I don't have on order at any point at the moment, but just because I want to make sure he'll actually stand on it properly. If it's because you never know with some of these figures, sometimes they stand weirdly, that. So you might not be able to stand on it properly, and from there I can just make some adjustments, so it's not a permanent fix. And this wasn't really a whole lot. Didn't really take a whole lot of effort to make. Anyways, just took some half-inch foam, glued it together, cut it up. So I'll probably just use like a toothpick or something like this to hold it in place for the time being until a hot rod should arrive. But he should be able to fit fine here. But just in case, because you're better be safe than sorry. All right. Actually, no, I better get the bottom two. I'm gonna do that last, actually. Yeah, I should be able to do another stream, not tomorrow because I'll be working tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow night, maybe if I'm done early. We'll see. Or no, it's Wednesday. Never mind. I probably want to have. Let's see. I have to work tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, I'm getting my weeks mixed up because I have so many days off now. All right. let it dry for a bit. We're gonna kind of come over here. All right. So just do a little bit on the side here, just in case I'm for the top. Now I will have like a little rock in over kind of covering the crack anyways. So, but for the time being, where are we going with this? Actually, let me just make sure it's focused. There we go. No, I'll turn the brightness maybe. Does it help? Hold on. Or did I do the wrong one? Nope. Just want to turn the brightness just a little bit. There we go. All right. Just want to make it a little bit brighter. Gotta squeeze the paint into the cracks, so to speak. It's kind of how you have to work with sponges, especially for like cracks like this. They're all jagged because I'm a glutton for punishment apparently. So I love challenging myself for some reason. Yeah, it's all good. As much as I can for using the smaller brushes. Ooh. Okay. I wish I had like a stand or something for these things, but it'd probably just fall off. But I was painting. All right, just let it dry for now. Let's see, this guy's still drying, so we're kind of just gonna leave them for now, and we'll get back to the base. Move this guy in the way. All right. All right. Now I'm gonna fill in them cracks, so to speak. I need you open. Ooh. A bubble. Paint bubble. Okay. Easy access, so to speak. So just dry, so just pick it up from here. Just want to get the bottom crack there. There we go. Much better. I probably will put some like grass effects here because I do have still have some left over from the last one I did. Which what was the last time I did grass? I was way back when I was doing the what they call Lagoon. That was the last one I used it on. Yeah. All right. So I still have like a whole bag full of grass to use. Not the grass you're thinking about, but all right. Just make sure. Just making sure you can see. Hold on, I'm gonna tilt my camera just a little. There we go. Excuse me. I hate cracks. There's little cracks there. Certainly not the good kind of cracks, I'll tell you that. All right, that should. Yeah. I got this thing. StreamYard. What are you doing? There you go. All right. Some weird stuff. How's it going, man? Good to see you. We're back. Back for some more painting. Because it's been a while. And, you know, I had this extra piece of foam laying around in my display for a while now. Because I had it left over from the Shockwave diorama. So I was like, oh, I'll just do it now. So I really didn't have to buy it. It only cost me like $30 to buy all the supplies I needed for this one. Although I probably should have gotten an extra one of these guys because it's kind of running out. I kind of want. Well, I'll talk about it when I get to the other parts of the diorama I'm working on. But I want to have like all. I want to have it all under this color, but I should have thought about that when I was at the store. So you usually want one or at least two, at least of this size. Obviously, if you get like a big thing of this paint, you should be fine for. But like you want to do like a second coating, which I probably won't be able to. Actually, I probably won't be able to do with this one. But I probably won't need it, to be honest. I'll probably just put in some other shades of gray. Should be fine. Well, there's like two big like sections that are kind of connected to this that I want to have in the same color. So, and then I obviously have some extra rocks that I also need to color, and I was hoping to have them the same color, same gray, but I think we'll just do a different shade of gray for those guys. It might like look better anyways, because it might make them stand out a bit more anyways. So, but. Just trying to get these cracks here. They are a pain. just notice these cracks here. Looks pretty well covered already. Yeah. There's some little spots that need to be taken care of, but that should be fine. I should be able to get like all those like little areas with another shade of gray. So I don't think, because the gray, I think I'm gonna use like this darker gray, or not this one, like this one for the rocks. So, but I'll probably just need one like base coat of that for the rocks. I won't need, because they're one to be a bit lighter anyways, like a little lighter shade of gray. Like kind of, we're transitioning to a lighter shade of gray, but I'm just trying to get like a base coating for all of it, because always good to have like a nice like base coat underneath everything. Just kind of keeps all the white elements of the foam out. So but yeah. So basically, I think I showed you did I show you the video of the other guy, the Bobby Skullface guy who makes the other dioramas? That's kind of, because his basically his lookup mountain is basically what I'm kind of basing it mine off of, with some changes, obviously, because I always kind of believe in doing your own thing while also, if you're going to be inspired by someone else, kind of do a little bit of your own thing with it. But yeah, a lot of this is really very much based on him, what he did. Except I made my section for, because I think he just had like a corner for Springer. I kind of want to have a nice big area for Springer because I like to pose that guy. He's a very poseable figure, so I want to kind of move him around a bit. Have a bit more freedom with him. So we have him right here, and I'll put like RC or Cup right here, or Blur. And then obviously there's gonna be a big like rock structure here, with where Hot Rod's gonna stand up. It's gonna be kind of raised up a bit, just to kind of keep him, because there's obviously Ultra Madness is gonna be right here on the left hand corner, and so it's gonna be kind of like a nice, it kind of like, it'll fill up the space a little bit better, I think. Although I am going to keep that piece separate in case I ever get a Rodimus Prime instead. And that area will not fit a Rodimus Prime if I ever get one. Because he'll be about the same size as Prime. So, got to be weary of that. All right. That's a little much. All right, let's get this guy. Okay, yeah. So it's very, very similar to his. So this whole idea is not 100% original, but it's not original too. So it's not everyone's totally real. Not everyone's totally original. The turtle mech I found. Ooh, sounds cool. I saw some. There's actually some mech turtle figures on Shozy Store. This sort of a trend. It's mainly a Transformers website to buy Transformers figures, but there's also some like Ninja Turtle stuff. There's other things like that, but it's mostly Transformers on that site. But they have like these mech sort of looking robot versions of the Ninja Turtles on there. It looks fucking cool. And they got Shredder too. I'd like to see them do like a Casey Jones. That'd be kind of cool. Just trying to get this guy. You know what? Let's see if I have more juice on this guy. Oh yeah. Big boy. All right. Let's move it down. All right. Still got some juice on this guy. right, that should be fine. All right, that should be good. And I'll just get this guy out to this side. Or actually, I'll put him in the water bin. It's a brand new pen, brush, so I don't want to wreck them already. Well, they are kind of cheap-ass brushes, but they get the job done. That's all that matters. Yeah. Hold here for now while that paint dries there. Gotta get underneath that. There's a little bump out here. Gotta fill that in. Ooh, I think I went too far. Oh well. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna leave that to dry for a bit because I want to make sure I'm not wasting all this paint. So I need to go fix up the other rock elements. There we go. All right. Ooh, ooh. This guy. All right. So this is what I was talking about. This is going to be, like this. Gotta be careful here. So this is going to be on the side next to Springer, and then this guy is going to sit right on top of that, and that's where Hot Rod's going to go, essentially. So very similar to Bobby Skull Faces, but still my own. Trying to at least make it my own a little bit. So we're not being a total copycat. So this side's pretty much done, so we can kind of just put that. So we need to get the bottom because that might show. Because if I have this out just a little bit, it might show off. So I'm just going to get the bottom here just in case. Ooh, run low. Gotta be careful. Yeah. Run low. All right, that should be enough. I should be able to just like scrape some paint off of the bottle there. And later on, we'll just go, if there's still some cracks showing, you just go through another shade of gray. All these shades of gray. It's still not finished, so we are just going to clean this up. And I'll let it dry for a minute. Just a little. Still drying here. Okay, so we just need this side. Don't have to worry about this side too much because we covered up anyways by the other half, as well as like a little rock I have planned to put right across from it just to cover up the crack, so to speak, as much as I can. All right, see if I can get a little bit more out here. There we go. A little bit of that. Yes, pull it from there. Just do a little bit on the side just in case the white pops out. Very unlikely, but you never know. These things. All right, it's starting to fill up pretty nicely, actually. And I won't worry about the corner too much. At least the bottom of it. I'll just get the top. Just get a little bit. Don't want to waste paint on areas that we won't even see. So. Just gonna squeeze it in there. Okay. Now we can use our brush. I'll let that sit for a minute. Yeah, let it sit for a minute. Probably should just save the bottom for later. The different shade of gray, but whatever. Whatever. What I'm doing actually right here, this is a good way to kind of save paint and just go from the sides, like pick your paint from the sides, rather than just going from the, just put you there, you're still drying. Just pick them up like this. Yeah, that's a good way to kind of save paint, just going from the sides of the actual bottle instead of just trying to squirt it all out, so to speak. Not that big. Thank you. Thank you. Demons know. How did you like the vid from Az? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not really feeling it, what the director said. It's like, honestly, I think they should have just, I mean, from a storytelling perspective, honestly, I think they should have stuck with the main human characters, because it's like we've already seen this story before where it's like we're seeing the humans' first interaction with the Transformers. Like we've seen it like twice in the Bumblebee, Michael Bay films. We did it once in the Bumblebee movie. So like just focus, like just tell the story of the Transformers. Not, the novelty has worn off. Like you need to just tell their story instead of just like trying to constantly introduce us to them. And it's like if they just kept the same human cast from the first Bumblebee movie, fine, Although technically her story kind of ends in that movie, but it's like you can always find a way to bring her back into it. Like maybe this Decepticons target her because she knew Bumblebee, and they're gonna try and use her to like draw the Autobots out because whatnot. Like honestly, I just don't really like them doing Beast Wars anyways. Like I think it's just or rather mixing Beast Wars with G1. I never liked it in the Netflix series. I think that they should be separate. They should have just done 2 separate films, one for Beast Wars, one for G1, satisfy both fandoms, you know. I know there are really big Beast Wars fans, but I think that they get more bang for their buck if they just did a whole movie about Beast Wars, you know, rather than just having the Beast Wars characters alongside. Because now, you know, one side of the equation is going to have to play second fiddle to the others, or you know, there's not going to be a whole lot of time to develop a lot of the characters as well, you know. So yeah, it's like I guess they're going to be doing a lot of things with the Black and Hispanic culture, which I mean, I don't know why that's even. It's not really what Transformers is about. It's not about race. It's not about like that. It's like it's about 2 warring factions from, you know, like it's not a. There was never really any racial themes in the story at all. And there might have been some stuff in the IDW stuff, but I'm not really aware of. But it's just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Because I actually did like the human cast. At least I tolerated the human cast in the first Bumblebee movie. Yeah, I think Charlie's a good character. I think, yeah, actually, kind of not gonna lie, I just liked John Cena in that movie. I don't know why, I just liked him. I just thought he was funny, just being this very over the top sort of military guy. You know, it was fun. All right. And from the looks of it, I mean, honestly, the Porsche should be Jazz in the movie. Honestly, like it's just like it looks so much like Jazz. It's just like, why would you make that Mirage? It's like I understand you want one of the Autobots because obviously, you know, Jazz was one of the Lieutenant in Prime, the sort of army or Autobot army, so he's kind of like had more of a position of authority. So like I understand like having like one of the more, you know, lesser Autobots kind of taking center stage and being like the kind of the everyman for the audience to follow, but at the same time, it's just like, I mean, Jazz could have easily filled that role as well. He's a a lot of personality. He's got a lot of interesting stuff going on with him. You know, like make Jazz the new human relations sort of character. You know, if you have to. That's why I really like Suicide Squad movie for Harley Quinn, Rick Flag. Yeah. That would make sense, though. Why wouldn't they do things make sense? Yeah. Honestly, like Michael Bay just never. I mean, the Paramount never really understood what. Like they're kind of like WB. They're very much like WB when it comes to Transformers. Anyways, it's like they just don't really know what to do. Like they kind of panic because they panicked way back. 5th movie failed at the box office because with the Michael Bay film, they just because Michael Bay was bringing the money, so they just let him do whatever he wanted. They didn't really have a firm grasp or a firm understanding of the franchise at its core, so they just, you know, last-ditch effort to kind of save it. They kind of just didn't, all right, let's just do G1 with the Bumblebee movie. Just do G1, G1, G1. And so just to get the fans back on track, and now they can just go back and let the directors do their own thing with it now. But honestly, they just like, I don't know why they didn't just keep Travis Knight. Like Travis Knight had a really good understanding of Transformers. Like, let's just keep him involved at the very least. But yeah, panic at the box office. But at least they had, yeah, and they had Frank Welker at the end of the films. Like they had Frank Welker as Megatron. Finally, because the first 3 films they had Hugo Weaving, but then they swapped because I think Hugo Weaving just didn't want to do it because Hugo Weaving's kind of talked about how he didn't really like playing Megatron or he didn't really like the character, you know, which is understandable because they made Megatron kind of a doofus in the movies, like he's kind of a joke. He's always like kind of playing second fiddle to someone else in the movies. So it's like, it's like he was never, aside from like the first movie, he was never really the main villain of the story most of the time. Now, a little bit, like he was never really the one pulling the strings, like from the behind the scenes of all of it. It's just kind of like. So like, they never really understood Megatron's character, and never understood Prime's character, especially, or just because they'd just have Prime doing and saying things you just wouldn't do, all the time. All right, that should. Excuse me. But I mean, to be fair, they haven't really said anything about what exactly the culture they're going to be exploring with the human characters. But I mean, but at the same time, we kind of know how Hollywood works now, so it's like we can always. So it's like, yeah. There's no really thing that really those sorts of themes are really just appropriate for a Transformers story, just doesn't really. Or you can have like a pro, like it's like if it's just like pro like cultural themes, that's one thing, like I'm fine with that stuff. Like when it's like, oh, they're just like kind of promoting them, but it's like if they make that the center of the story, if they make that too much of the story, too much of the character's identity as well, and then it's kind of just like it's like why is it there? It's like just it's like make the character stand out, and then like kind of have alongside of his heritage or whatever, like. Because a person is more than their skin color, and character should be too, when it comes to fiction. But that's just the way it is now. Don't care. They're gonna woke it all up, yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah, because like he's always like Megatron as a character has always been like the kind of guy who would. Like, there's actually a really good episode or arc in the Prime cartoon, which kind of goes into this a little bit, where, but like Megatron's someone who always has to be like top dog. Like he's the one in command. You don't command him; he commands you essentially. Like in the A6 movie, he even had the balls to threaten to take over Unicron, like with the Matrix and stuff like that. It's like, and that's the type of character he is. He's arrogant. He has a bit of arrogance to him because of his background. So it's like he wouldn't allow anyone to tell him what to fucking do. And they kind of show that in the Transformers Prime cartoon where they were making these robot dragons, these Predacons, or at least that version of the Predacons. And once Megatron realized that they had the main sort of Predacon, Predaking, as he was named in that show. Obviously, Predaking and G1 was the combiner form of the Predacon team, at least the G1 one, not the Beast Wars one. But yeah, in that whole arc, once he realized that they had developed like sentience, they were able to think and stuff like that. That's when he kind of terminated the project entirely because he didn't want them to overthrow the Decepticons at all, because they were like really powerful, like beasts and stuff like that. So. I got these little cracks here. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah. And like in the movies, like he's like constantly like in the second movie, he was, you know, following the direction and the orders of the Fallen. And then the third movie, he's working alongside Sentinel. But I mean, obviously they started out where he's kind of like in charge, but then like throughout the film, like Sentinel Prime kind of becomes like the main sort of focus in that whole struggle. Then the fourth movie, he doesn't really do anything. It's Galvatron. Like he's basically a human-built robot using like spare parts from the Autobots and whatnot by this human company, led by Stanley Tucci of all people. And so he's just a real, and it's like it was stupid in the movie because they had like this pixelated transformation whenever they would transform. Like they would be a robot or a car, and then they'd pixelate, and then they'd be the truck or the robot again. It's like what the fuck's going on here? This is not Transformers. They're supposed to transform, not pixelate. That's the Pixels movie. I was expecting Megatron to transform into a goddamn Pac-Man or something like that in the movie. Dude, that'd be kind of cool, like reimagining like some of the classic, like imagine if like Pac-Man was like a transformer or something. This big ass transformer just goes around eating people. I need a view. I barely watched the Beast Wars. Didn't interest me. Oh no, Beast Wars. So Beast Wars was no, I'm talking about the Transformers Prime, the Beast Hunter series, where they had like all these dragon robots. Although some people do, I don't really know a whole lot about Beast Wars personally. I'm not too sure about art. You should do Pac-Man, the ghost is yeah, maybe. Oh, he could be out there. Starscream's ghosts. That'd be kind of cool. That was the thing. That Starscream became a ghost in the cartoon at one point. Because I think they kind of explained that he has like indestructible spark. Like he's like really, so like he can't really die essentially. At least in the G1 era, and that's kind of changed up a little bit over the years. But yeah. And they kind of did a riff on that a little bit in the animated cartoon where they had him attached to or Allspark fragment was attached to his head for a lot of the show, and that was like what was keeping him alive. So like he would die every other episode, and then he'd come back, you know. Which was a lot of fun because like there's like one part where like he's like trying to kill Megatron, and the Megatron's like killing him every single time. They keep throwing him off the cliff and stuff like that. Just funny. But yeah, really, I mean, the best part about the trailer to me, it was mostly just like Prime and RC. Those are the ones that really stood out to me. And you know, Primal looks okay. Although I don't like the robot designs, I think they are just lacking a lot of color. They don't really have like the chromed out sort of metal that they're supposed to have in the Beast Wars cartoon, from my understanding. So I might as well just put this guy off to the side. We'll get back to work on the base. But yeah, not really feeling. I mean, we only saw Wheeljack from behind, but from behind, like if you look closely, like it doesn't really seem like he's going to have like the actual antennas on the side of his head, like he does in the cartoon. Like it seems like they might be going for more of the Einstein approach that was in the third Transformers movie, which was stupid. Yeah, that's one of the things. Like now, maybe they could explain like maybe they've been on Earth for like a long, long time. That's why their colors are a bit more muted, a little bit less. Don't really pop as much. But yeah, I don't think it's really the best approach for those designs. Yeah. All right, I think we're almost there. I think we're just gonna fill in a little bit of some of the unfinished gaps here. Then we'll kind of turn this around because there might be some stuff on the inside I'm not seeing that need to be filled in. I'm just gonna get this top area right here, just in case there's still some like white area showing. Not that it's very unlikely you'll be able to see anything anyways here, but because there'll be like big robots in the way here, so. But it's always good to fill this crack right here. But yeah, I'm not really feeling Wheeljack's design. I think it's going to look a little stupid. Like, I don't know. Like, they just make these weird decisions. Like, obviously they have Mirage as the Porsche instead of Jazz. And then they have the van, which was supposed to be Ironhide or Ratchet in the cartoon. But they're making it Wheeljack. And Wheeljack was a car. And just like, now granted, I'm okay with them taking liberties with like the car designs or the robot designs as long as it still has like the iconic elements of the characters involved. But it's like at least make it look like something the character would transform into. Like Transformers Prime actually did Wheeljack's design pretty well. Although I wasn't really a big fan of the way they portrayed his character in that show because they made him more of a warrior than a scientist. But they actually got his alt mode, even though it's a very different car. Like it still looks like something Wheeljack would be in because he obviously has the same color scheme as Wheeljack and all that. So it's just like, but it seems like they're trying. It's weird because obviously Optimus in the trailer has like the movie Prime like face underneath his mask. So it's like it's weird because it looks like they're trying to connect it to the Michael Bay verse, but not entirely. It's weird. It's weird stuff going on. I'm guessing they're just keep it familiar, just to kind of try and please both sides because there is obviously there's always been kind of like a little bit of a split between the fandom when it came to the Bay former fans and like the G1 classic fans, you know. There's always been kind of a split, and there's some people who only like the Bayverse. There's people who like both, and there's people who just like G1, which is me. But well, not just G1, obviously, because there are other versions of the cartoon and whatnot. But like between like you know, but you know, but Michael Bay. But like to be honest, like a lot of my interaction with Michael Bay fans, like they're not the smartest individuals. I'll say, not all of them, obviously. I think, but it's like there's like a lot of dummies though. There's a lot of dummies in there. It's like not gonna lie, like so many hours I've spent arguing with them. It's like when I was back in the day when I was like really just starting to get into the franchise and stuff like that. Good times. There. I probably won't be able to show this on camera, but because of a really weird angle I need to see from this. But actually, I might fill that in just a little bit. Just a minute. But RC looks good. I like your robot design. I just don't like the color scheme. It's kind of a little off. Not really used to all that red on RC. Now, granted, I got used to the blue RC and Transformers Prime because although I kind of feel like that should have been Chromia instead because of the character, like the personality is a little bit more in line with something like Chromia. But it is what it is, and they obviously, and for the most part, they had some of her G1 sort of personality and like they kind of had that motherly quality. She has that motherly quality to her. But she also has like the badass streak that had. So it's kind of a mix between the two characters for the way they portrayed her in that. Oh, I have not watched Joker versus Pennywise. I have to watch that. I'm just busy right now. You know what? I'll try seeing about looking it up. Send me a link to it on Twitter, and I will check it out later tonight at some point, if I can. Let's try and get this little crack here. Here, let's get a big glump of paint. Just like stick it right in there. Just drop that shit in there. It's the best way to do, like, fill in the cracks, honestly. There we go. In display. So, here on this side, actually, just in case it gets shown. But yeah, I actually like that they actually gave Arist the little goggles that she had, like the red goggles on her. Well, I think they made them pink. But she has this little visor, the animated series of a movie that she was using that would kind of come over her regular eyes, and that was like one thing I was like really I kind of liked in the trailer. But yeah, not super crazy on the red. It's kind of a little. I mean, it's not bad. Not the worst design, but or not the worst color scheme she could have, but send it to me. I forget easily. But yeah, it's actually kind of cool that Az actually has a lot of the Transformers that I have. Although I don't have that toy colored version of Galvatron. I just have the cartoon version. I have that Ultramax, the same one that he has. It's a really cool figure. He just came in last week, or on Sunday. Yeah, it came on Sunday, which is rare. It's very, very rare for I guess because it's holiday season, so they're probably just like shipping it out. They want to get as much like shipped out as possible, you know. All right, just gonna fill that crack in right there, and I think we should be done pretty soon here. Just need to fill in some of these holes in there, but probably just do that with one stick real quick. So he's really not as big as the masterpiece, but I like this one a lot more. This one is a masterpiece for Ultraman is a little too for my preference, and this one's a lot more. And you know, it looks really, really clean. Figure how he transforms on staying in roller mode forever. It looks really challenging. It looks really painful. Too expensive for here and there I might transform, but like the big guys, Megatron, yeah, Cyclonus, no. I tried transforming Motormaster actually, but I actually one of the pins on one of the because he has a bunch of these like little flaps on his backpack, And actually, one of the pins actually fell out. So I was like, nope, I'm not transforming this guy. It's like this guy's like gonna fall apart. It's like, so I just put them back together, and then it's like never transformed them ever since because it's like, nope. It's like I'll save that. You know, I only will like I'll only transform like my Hasbro stuff. I'll transform. Let's say that. And the Unicron I haven't converted yet at all. I don't think I will. I don't know, maybe one day just to have the platinum though, but it looks like a pain in the ass to put together. All right, let's. I don't have to worry about that too much. It's gonna get covered up anyways. So yeah, so yeah. Yeah, robot again. Oh, lagging. I'm lagging a little bit. Oh shit. Is it good now or? It's weird. Oh yeah, I guess maybe the settings might be stronger or less lag. Try extension and then still choppy. God damn it! Fucking internet. Well, it's kind of out of my control because I can't really because my computer's actually really far away. My router's upstairs, so I can't really do anything about that. And it's telling me to plug into the router, but it's not here, so not very helpful. StreamYards. So, but stuff like that's kind of out of my control. Let me know if the change. I brought down the quality settings on it just to see if it will help, like with the resolution or the lag. Ooh, this guy's sort of bending a bit. The way I kind of fix the bend is actually to paint the underside, but I'll do that. But I'm not gonna do that with this color, or in this stream right now, because I am not gonna do that. Just pain in the ass. All right. All right, it's all good. All right, good. There we go. All right, that should be good now. All right. I think I think I might just go one, like go in with another, like sort of coating, second, not really a second coating, but or no, I'm gonna do that because I have to save paint for the rocks there. I'm gonna check on real quick. Let this guy dry. All right. All right. All right. Let's try. This is all dry, so I can kind of work on the top now. So we'll finish on these robot rocks, and if I have enough left, I'll go and put just a little bit of a coating because it's a little bit inconsistent on the base there, but that can always be fixed with another color. So we're good. Just gonna try and get these cracks here. Should be good. Just need to get the side here. Oh, we got ourselves a bot. Hold on. 69 left. Hope you enjoy the rig or the pit. Let's see, I use it from channel. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my chat. Fucking Autobots. Alright. Might need a wind signal booster, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's fine. The weather actually. Maybe it's windy out. I don't think so. Would have heard it. I don't know. There's probably a lot of kids on. It's been cold, really cold lately, so it might just be a bunch of kids on there. It is kind of the close to when the kids are out of school, so. At least time wise. Looked like Canada learned their lesson. We had to. Yeah, there's a bit that's a hack recently. Some of the stores got hacked actually. Like grocery stores and stuff like that. Like, yeah. Not too sure why, and not too sure the whole story behind it, but yeah. What happened? Should we get a slightly bigger brush? Maybe better for filling this in. There we go, much better. Holy shit, I've been going for 2 hours almost. Holy shit. All I'm doing is just base coding. It's fine. Tomorrow, if I'm off early, I'll do a bit more. I might do a little bit more streaming. If I'm not exhausted. Which it most likely should just be like dry brushing and stuff like that here. Or I'll probably get finished a lot of this stuff done early. So well, Saturday's going to be the draw stream because I got Catwoman I still need to do. I keep putting her off because I keep getting sick. It's all these fucking headaches I get. But I got Catwoman to do. I'm probably going to do something a little bit different for Christmas. I'm just sure. I'm not exactly sure. I might stream on Christmas Eve. Just trying to figure out what I want to draw. I don't want to do like what I did last year. Like, it was a little bit too much for me. Not for me, but like it was just like it was too much for the StreamYards to handle like all those streams I was doing because I did a bunch of like villain drawing streams or Batman villain drawing streams. So, and this year I kind of want to do a mix of everything. Like I want to do like a Transformers one, you know. I want to do a superhero one, you know, just kind of be within like the Christmas theme of all these drawings. So. We'll see. Maybe we'll just have like one like big piece for Christmas. I do. And just do whatever. We'll see. I'll try to get some like ideas flowing tonight because Christmas is not too far away now. It's getting there. Ginger damn phone. Oh, put a finger. Red House for Christmas. Yeah, no thanks. Oh, that'd be cool, like a Transformers themed one. Not too sure how you do that, honestly. I'm not really an expert on gingerbread house carving or making. All right, I'll just let that. Okay. We'll let that dry. And we'll grab this guy. And oop, you're getting out of here. Here, you know, bring this camera just a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, that side looking good. Right at the bottom here. Here, I'll fill this in just in case it shows through. I like gingerbread. I just don't make gingerbread. I like gingerbread. I like gingerbread houses. I just don't make them often because Christmas only comes once a year. I enjoy making them. I'm just not really an expert at making them to the point where I can make a transformer. Ginger Prime. I named Ginger Prime. I don't have to really worry too much about this guy, just because it's going to be covered up by this guy mostly anyways. So just trying to, but you just want to get the areas that'll most likely be shining through. At least like little cracks. Just going to do the best I can. And this guy, I need a smaller one. All right, that should be good enough. Top looks fine. So a couple actually some little things here. I just noticed. But yeah, that should be good. Just gonna let these two dry for a bit. I think this one needs a little bit more work. Or actually not. Maybe some areas in me. I'll just let it dry for a bit and then we'll come back to it. But yeah, it should be good to go on the base colors now. I'm just going to start working on the rocks now. Okay, I'll put these guys out to the side. So I want to keep the kind of the same sort of colors or brushes for the colors in the same sort of area. So let's move you to so you don't get stuck to this thing here. And I'll move you over. So while we're waiting for all that to dry, we'll start working on some of these rocks. Whole tray. All right. So I guess I better start with this big guy. This is maybe going right behind where Ultra Magnus is standing. It's a little bit. I showed off a little bit of the progress on this, but I decided to go a little bit smaller. I want to have like these two big ones standing up, but I thought that it makes more sense just to have like a little smaller one. It's just getting a little bit complicated for me. So let's see. So I want to go for a slightly lighter gray. So I think I'll just go with this dark gray than the granite that we're using. So I really like the color. It's a really nice gray. There we go. Come on, dope. Okay. Now, should I square it? No, I'll get the, what's that? Get my plate. And let's get some brushes. I use this brush or sponge stick as well. Small one, probably need save those for later. And I'll do this guy. All right. I've selected my champions. So, all right. Start with the sponge. Get as many big areas as possible. See, it should contrast well with the other rocks, hopefully. Just gotta be careful not to knock any of these off. In case the glue didn't do a good job. I did all these last night, by the way. I just took them all, just like made a big ass mess just to get the stream ready. I'm not rushing. I just look like I'm rushing. Nah. Actually, I might have to buy some like little moss or grass like element, or not grass. I have grass, but I might need to get some like moss elements for the rocks here. That'd be kind of cool. Just add a little bit more detail. But I don't have those here. I only have my grass, so. But those are things I could probably grab some on my way home one of these days, tomorrow or on Friday. But I won't need it today. So just doing basing. Details come last. I actually need to get some more trees. I need to fix up the arc shelf a little bit. On the sides, still needs to be touched up. They're looking a little awkward now, right now. The trees are falling down. So I need to find a way to kind of secure them. I think what I'm going to do, because I have like a sheet of not foam, but it's a little like it's like kind of like one of these like sheets where the tree elements on it. Because the way for that, the idea for that diorama was the idea that it's going into like a forest area. Because I had to work around. So I'm working around this like arc sort of backdrop that I bought from Toy Hacks. This website called Toy Hacks, where you can get these like little stages for your Transformers. But the problem with mine was that it didn't really fit. Like it didn't like wrap around the whole shelf, so I had to kind of improvise and say, okay, well, in some part, because in some of the episodes they would go into like a forest or whatever, like going from the arc in that desert area into like a forest area. So it's like, oh, let's just do that. We'll just have it look like they're going into a forest. So I have like these little trees in the front of it and whatnot. So that's what that's all about. I'll just focus on the top because I want to get my hands, or I want to smear some paint on this side too. Try to do as much as I can here. Yeah, I think I'd like just, I'll explain it later, but it's hard to explain what I'm trying to do with it, but I'm trying to use like some more like tree elements to kind of lock the other ones that are, because some of them are not, some of the trees are not actually connected to the wall element, some are actually connected to the base, so it's kind of like tipping over. So I'm thinking that might help secure it a bit more. And we don't have to worry about the sides here too much, just because it's going to be blocked by the wall. Because it's going like the corner of the shelf. So, all right, we'll leave that for a minute. And then work on these guys while that dries. Do the top layer last, so you can use it as sort of a hold in place. Stunning and brave Gingertron. maybe. Got some titties on there, maybe. We'll see. Oh, I think I saw some like Star Wars ones like a while ago, last year, I think. There's like a Millennium Falcon one, a Death Star. But not like in the shape of like gingerbread in the shape of it. I mean, but I much rather like spend my time drawing stuff. These little crevices. A little bit on the, at least on the edges of the rock, just in case some of it like pokes out a little bit. Just in case. Okay, just leave that to dry. This like little baby rock here. Get this little guy going. Leave the top for last. That way. Yeah. That way I'm not smearing any paint. Jimmy might need more paint. There we go. There. Just leave that for the brushes. Try to see if I can get a little bit on though. There we You could draw the Transformers trying to build a. Oh, maybe. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Not a bad idea. All right, I'll do the same thing. Keep the top covered or untouched for now. It's gonna be to the top last. Probably have to try and get the sides as much as I can. Yeah, I think I'll just do like one like big piece. I think that'll be the best option, honestly, because it'll take me a couple days to really get that drawn out. But I can probably do get some ideas flowing tonight. Just a little bit on the other side, not too much. And that should be good. All right. Put you off to the side now. I guess we'll go like this. I think this is the one that's gonna, this is the one that's gonna be right behind Springer in the top right corner of the base. Let's do a little bit on the sides, because this will probably be seen from top angle view. If I ever get a picture like that, I'm not too sure why I would, but it's possible, depending on the angle of the shot. I really do want to do something like actual photography with my transformers actually eventually, but it's really hard to do with my, because I can't reach that high up to get the really top shelves. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually just making like little sections to do the photography right here on this desk right here. Just have a little board, a background or something like that, like a Canyons or a Cybertron scene, and I can just do it like that, or I can have some fun having some photography, because I do have a really nice camera that I'd like to utilize a bit more. Not exactly the best photographer in the world, but it's fun. It could be fun. It's a little side hobby. Okay. Off to the side for you. And so put this. I need more paint. Okay. Now, obviously, with this one, I kind of went for more jagged looking, more sharper looking rocks instead of the canyon ones, which are a bit more involved, like they have a bit more work in the middle and stuff like that. But I went for a bit more sharper looks. That's kind of how mountains usually look, at least in the like it's like going to like the Rockies or something like that where I live, or not where I live, but yeah. Just a bit. That should be good enough for now. Should be good. Let's see, this guy. It's starting to dry a bit, so we're gonna switch brushes. So we get the hard to reach areas. So hold up. Mini green screen. Yeah, I have a green screen right here, actually. Don't really use it for anything. I was going to use it a while ago. I had it for a while now. Use Unreal Engine 5 too. Oh. Yeah. Let's see, I kind of prefer more practical effects, for lack of a better term. It'd be more fun, honestly, for me, anyways. I really actually enjoy doing this stuff, actually. So it'd be cool just like make a little background for it. Or multiple backgrounds. Stuff like that. Do scenes I can't really, I could probably do some of the scene or locations, but there's like some locations like I don't really have a full on like canyon area for my Autobots, so it'd be kind of nice actually. But I already have plans for the rest of the season 1 or season 2 Autobots, so because I want to actually do a Tokyo scene, which will be a lot of fun. You can still use real backgrounds in Unreal too. No. Like in real, like in person, I want to do like on little backgrounds, like with the foam boards. Like actually paint the backgrounds, not like in the computer. I don't even know if my computer could run Unreal Engine, honestly. I don't know how it works, to be honest. Don't know much about it. Trying to get in there. Okay, this should be fine. Well, you dried up. Yeah, good enough. I need more paint. Yeah, gotta let it dry a little bit more. Get ahead of myself. Still drying. Just fill in some gaps here. Might as well. Just stay at the very top for last. Time is it? 4:18. Holy shit. Getting models. There's that all. Just saying you're not gonna fly to Tokyo. Better PC. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, are you ready? Oh. Yeah. Ready enough. We all must dry sometime. She's been pretty much scrubbed clean. She needed the tops after this. All right, that should be one rock down. I will keep the finished rocks over here. Unfinished rocks over here. Keep it organized if we can. So we're grabbing from these angles. Gotcha. All right, don't squish the foam. It's expensive. Not really. Just want to get the crevice. And with that, I should be able to get these sides now. Yes. Check all corners. Don't fall over. Should be fine. Let's see, how are you doing? How are you doing, Mr. Rock? Okay. I didn't really do that. I'll do them last. Is that one still drying? All right. Somebody was in the middle of a gauntlet, trying to see combine real elements like rocks to toy cars. Hold on, I can't see the rest of the comment. I see. You can make the toy look like they're in the. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just going to top here. Okay. And then we will try to finish this guy off. Let's see. This side's dry. Okay, we'll go from this angle. Excuse me. Here, I'll just use this brush. So it might be, yeah, there we go. Much better. And I'll just go to the side just in case it's part of it gets shown through, or so I don't think it'll be okay. Game models is too much scale. Match the scale. Gotcha. I probably need that. But I'll just do the top of it at least. Just in case. Just in case. Okay. That'll be our grabbing point. Smear the paint. Right. Just trying to make sure I got every tip. Can't forget to get the tip. All right. I think that'll look really cool, like some little bits of moss here and there. That'd be really cool. All right, we'll don't worry too much about that. Just worry about all the possible angles that could potentially be shown through. Actually, I'll try and get the bottom of it. Sure. I'll put it. There we go. All right, that should be good. Just get some of these areas here. Okay, I think this should be good. Got all my rocks squared away. And I didn't even need to use this big brush. I can save it for something else. So I'll let those guys dry, and we'll come back to the base real quick. So I see some minor spots still need to be filled in. Yeah, let's put side there. Actually, no, I was gonna put them in the water, but I don't want to get them all mixed up or get the wrong markers for certain things. Hold on. All right, let me just grab this little guy. Sorry. Actually, not use a brush. Put this there. There's still some little spots need to be filled in. Just little tiny ones. This brush is seen better days. It's trooper though. Okay. Lighter's still drying. Oh shit. Oh, there's a couple little spots here I missed. All right. So that should do that. Just better get this off actually. So yeah, that should do it for the base anyways. We'll take a look at our rocks, well not rocks, but our other base elements, for lack of a better term. And then I think do not fall. I'll be so mad if you fall my Megatron. Alright. You know what? Move to the ground. I don't trust myself. All right, so some of it's still drying. This kind of needs to be squeezed in a bit better. I might actually have to glue that in a bit. Do that later. Do that later. Or so you can seal it in now. So I don't think any areas really need to be filled in. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Just a spot right there on the top there. Yeah, I should we'll go later because I want it all to dry first because I want to weigh it because the best way to kind of keep glue in place is to weigh it down. I don't want the paint to be taken off of it. So it's the best way to. So you can kind of see there's a little bit of a crack in between the two layers of 1/2 inch film. So yeah, fix that up. I'm not sure why that is. I must not have glued it properly, I guess. There we go. Should be an easy fix. Yeah, it's starting to come undone. Should be good enough. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Get out of here. That's the top, I think. Yeah, this one's, yeah, it's smoother. This one's top. These last little spots. And then this one should be good to go. So I'll finish all the basing on this. Now I think I'll work on the sign because I have actually. So I want to do like the little sign from the movie that had that hot rod kind of crashes through. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Like this is the area I'm going for is kind of like the street right before going up to Lookout Mountain. So like you're gonna have Lookout Mountain as well as Autobot City in the background of the dio. So, but after we did all these base painting, we're kind of color wrap after that. Just because I want all the paint to dry out, and then tomorrow will be. But I don't think it will be. I'll see about doing another stream. At the very least, I will do a little bit. I might do some like little filming of it actually, but not actual streaming because. Be so. That's top. Yeah. I really need to label which one's top and bottom. That's fine. Whichever one's smooth is the bottom. Texture is the top. Because I textured everything last night. I did everything last night. I did all the cutting, all the texturing, all of it last night. So, the doggo, upstairs. Oh, you hear it? Oh, you hear my dog? Yeah, she's upstairs. Just her feet upstairs. She can only stay upstairs actually. But she's an old doggo. grab this brush real quick. There we go. Much better. Look at that. Yeah, old doggo. I believe she's like 15 now, 15 or 16 now. So I've known her since I was like 11, or not 11, 7 years old. Actually, I think it was 7, or it should be 7. Yeah, because we moved into that. Yeah, 7 or 6. So she's been around for a while. She's like way past her due date, I think. So could be any day, any time now. She might leave us. So I think it was. It was 8. I think it might have been 8 actually when she was. I can't remember when we got her. Senior citizen. Yep, senior doggo. All right, this should be good. Just double check this guy. Yeah, I had a little bit. Some areas need to be touched up. This is a good brush for that stuff. It's really good. Trying to spread or split the foam too much because I gotta go back and glue that back in a little bit. What's this one? Yeah, it's to fill. There we go. All right, that should do it for now. So we are going to move on to the actual sign that he's going to break through. What's my lid at? There it is. It's hiding on me again. Or should I keep you with your crew here? Put you off to the side. Right. All right, so for the sign, actually, I want to get like a little board on just to place it on. Good enough. Just so it's easy to transport these different parts. So I'm trying to see which one I want more, the small one or the larger? Let's see. I'll go a larger one because it might make more sense for cars there. Or no, I've learned my mistake. Learned from my mistake last time when I didn't paint these guys separately before gluing them together. So I'm gonna paint these guys separate because they're gonna be different colors anyways, just to make things easier for me. But yeah, I'm actually just using the little pencils here, the stop for the sign holders that I broke off. So we need some yellow and some orange now, if we are to accomplish that. Now we got yellow. And it's red. Tell me red and orange. Orange. All right, so grab plates. Oh, I mustard. Look at that. Yummy. Now let's use this guy. This will probably need more than one coat because it's yellow. Here, hold it from this angle. That way we can get both sides. Or do I have a cap? Let's use this eraser. Just kind of prop it up. Put one on. I'm done painting. The bottom didn't smear too much, hopefully. So we'll just kind of paint around. Just paint the edges. It is a little bit crooked here, but it kind of makes sense because it's robots. You know, so they're not going to be as because I assume the robots are the ones who made this sign. So that's one thing I want to see. That's the scene I want to see, is just seeing them putting that together. Autobots art project, kind of. So I'm just going to do around, kind of leave the middle. All right. Make sure these sides are nice and clean. Ooh, flip it over. So I need them to transport for transportation across the room. So making mistakes here. All right, so now we can just place that there without any worries about it smearing too much. Now we need another brush. Use. We'll use this color. All right, just keep pouring on the other side. There we go. And we can do these columns. Ah. I think the camera froze for a bit. Oh, is it good now? Hold on. Just start again. Maybe that'll fix it, hopefully. This might take a while actually. Smoother surface here on the pencil. Usually takes multiple layers to do that kind of stuff. One for now. Leave the tip for last, so to speak. It's a little bit shape to the bottom of it, but whatever in the show. Okay, just trying to see the colors utilized. It should be some white, some black, like a little checkered piece on the bottom of it, and then like a white on the top of it that says stop. So that's what we gotta do here. But we're not gonna do all that extra detail. We're just doing the base coating for everything here. Okay. See how the yellow is coming. Trying to dry pretty quickly, actually. Oh. Yeah, I was taking from the sides. I don't care if I smear the paint, because I can just do that last. I want to get this edge done. So I might not even need a second. I might go for the second coating. Just a minute. All right. All right. That should do it for now. So put on this side because I think it's a little bit more dry. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. I'll see how I get the tips real quick. Then, if not, then I'll. Yeah. I'll just finish these tips here, so to speak. Okay. All right, that should be good for now. And I think that's going to do it for the stream today. I might go back later tonight, do a second coating for both of these. But that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you so much for watching, Boset and Mads and whoever else. And we got to end the poll. And it looks like RC won by a landslide. So I got to go. Oh, let's find a clip to end this off on. So I might stream tomorrow if, like I said, if I have an early day. If not, on Saturday I'll be doing the draw stream. And then Sunday on Sunday I'll definitely be back working on more diorama stuff. So I'll probably, if I get some of this stuff done like over the week, if I pull overnights, maybe on Friday night I might do a stream. No, I need to, because I need to get the stream prep for the draw stream prep before I end. So, but definitely Sunday, and we'll work on the rest of the painting. Like we'll do like a lot of the detail work, add different coats of gray, and maybe add some little extra details like some of the rock elements I have, some of the grass elements. And then maybe then the day after, we'll try doing the backgrounds, the side panels in the back. So on that note, I think we're going to call it a wrap. And let's find us a clip to end us off on. Let's see. I don't have a whole lot of Autobot clips. I need to start refining my clips inventory. So... holy shit, it's 5 o'clock. Holy shit, I've been going for, how long have I been going for? 3 hours. Holy shit. All right, so that's too drunk to set pecans. That one's always a great one. So it's always a favorite. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later this coming Friday for sure, or Saturday, not Friday, Saturday. Saturday, and yeah.
Decepticons, a toast to the imminent destruction of the accursed Autobots.
Boy, these are good.
This stuff's the greatest. Those were the good old days back on Cybertron. Didn't have to sneak around in these ugly Earth disguises. Good old Cybertron, land of the metal moon.